Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thanks for stopping by and checking out my YouTube channel. My name is Nate, and the channel is The Swollen Monkey. I'm going to talk about this firearm here. It is made by Ruger. It is their PC Charger. So it is considered, it's in the PCC category. So PCC is the pistol caliber carbine. So that it looks like a rifle, but definitely is not a rifle. So looks like maybe a little bit of a rifle, short barrel, but it is not. So just for all the safety people out there, no magazine, nothing's currently in the system. Lock the bolt back. So this is a pistol. It's considered a pistol with a 6-inch barrel, excuse me, with a comp on it. And this is actually one of the upgrades from Tandem Cross. This is their Game Changer Pro comp. So I put that on there just to give you an idea too how this breaks down. The back of the pistol, this is not a stock. There's the bell. This is a brace, pistol brace, and it's from SB Tactical. It's the FS 1913A, which is the aluminum version. They've got a polymer version as well, which is not the A. Brace, I think cost-wise is about $200. Yeah, stuff beeping all over the place over here. So brace is about $200. Some other things I've added to this from Tandem Cross is their honeycomb grip, AR style grip. I really do like that grip on there. The little charging handle there is Tandem Cross, and then the enlarged mag release is also Tandem Cross. Inside is another component that you can't see. It's on the back of it's a bolt. It's a little rubber buffer back here that the bolt runs back into when you're firing. So by default, the Ruger comes with a plastic little bumper back here. And the Tandem Cross one is a nice little rubber one that just kind of helps with taking away a little bit of the recoil. So that was one of the other upgrades from Tandem Cross that I did on this. Then I did some other upgrades that you can't see. They're inside the gun, some retaining pins. The extractor is actually upgraded. That's Tandem Cross. The spring on the action in there is also Tandem Cross. So just some upgrades that are higher quality steel, better components that are going to last longer. They're not going to wear down so quickly. So this here too is also Tandem Cross. So this is when you pull the bolt back and you want to lock it back, this little lever right there, that locks it back. But the stock one's like a little nub. It's not very easy to utilize, where this one actually has like a flat end to it. So makes it much nicer to pull this back and lock it in the back position. When it's locked in the back position, this also gives you the option to remove the barrel. So this is a takedown model. So when you're folded up, that's, throw that in the backpack, throw in a box of ammo, off to the range you go. Super easy to put back together. It's just back on and you're ready to rock and roll. The other thing that I added to this is the safety selector switch. Replaced the trigger and portions of the trigger assembly with the Franklin Armory's binary trigger. Anytime I've asked anybody if they've ever heard of a binary trigger, they hadn't, and I hadn't either. So what the binary trigger does is, right now in this configuration, is in safe mode. Safety's on. trigger won't pull, bring the bolt up. So trigger still won't pull. If you go to semi, which is straight down, and you pull the trigger, you're going to hear the fire. You're going to hear the firing pin, or you're going to hear the hammer hit the firing pin. That click. So when you do that, you're going to have a round that would cycle. And then when I let go of my finger, you're going to hear it just reset to the sear. You'll hear it click, but it's not the hammer on the firing pin. It's the hammer resetting back to the sear. That's what that thump was. It's a distinct difference in sound. When you hit the firing pin, it's a louder clunk or click sound, and then when the hammer resets to the sear, it's more of a thud. So pull the trigger again. I'm getting one shot per pull. So reset to sear, that's the fire on the pin. So a binary trigger, so if I put this forward, it's in binary mode, the trigger fires on both when you pull the trigger and then when you release the trigger. So it's firing 2 rounds per trigger pull. So I'm going to pull the trigger and you're going to hear the click, the hammer to the firing pin. You'd have a round cycle. Now when I let go of the trigger, you won't hear the thud of the hammer resetting on the sear. You'll hear it fire again. So I'm going to release the trigger. That was the firing pin. So that was the hammer striking the firing pin. So every time you pull the trigger, it's going to go pop, 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 pop. So you can fire this weapon twice as fast. If you pull this trigger as fast as you can, it's a lot of times you're going to think it's a fully automatic weapon, which it's not. It is still semi-auto. So that's the Franklin Armory makes the binary trigger for the PC Charger, the Ruger PC Charger, and I want to say it's like $380 for that replacement, 380-ish. And then the tandem cross upgrades I did, that was another, I don't know, $300, $400 for those. And then the optic I have on this is the Holosun Ames red dot. So Ames is AEMS, and very nice optic. I like that. It has little protective caps to protect your glass that come down, but typically I leave them up because I can still shoot through that. I don't know. I mean, I can still see fine through the optic with those covers on. So I typically just leave them in the closed position. So, but this again, one of the funnest guns to go out and shoot. So for me, shooting wise, I just like to go plank. I like to go hit some steel targets, 50 to 100 yard out. And this one here is actually pretty fun. The last thing I got is, this actually does have ammunition in it. So when I put this in, I will not chamber around, but this is my 50 round drum magazine. So this magazine is the one that I put in here typically is a 33 round magazine. So these PC Chargers, they come with, in the box, there's a Magwell replacement because these are Glock magazines. So 31 or 33 round Glock magazines fit inside this firearm. The Ruger magazine that it comes with will no longer fit because I changed this out inside to accommodate the Glock magazines. So typically if you're out shooting, I'll have, the 31 or I think it's 33, but I'll usually use that magazine on it. But this one here is made by, I think it's Magpul. This is the PMag. It's hard to see the number on there, but it's from Magpul. 50 round magazine, drum magazine. So when that's in there, you got ammunition for days. So just lots of fun. So when you're out shooting too and you're loading magazines, for me it's nice to load up a couple of these and go out, and when you're done with the mags, you're done. I mean, don't need to shoot more than that. So, but again, this is a Ruger PC Charger 9mm pistol. This is a pistol, believe it or not, but it's a lot of fun, and I like it. So anyway, that's the video on the Ruger PC Charger. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about any of the attachments that I've got on here, feel free to ask in the comments below. I do have inside of here is a laser cartridge. I don't know if I can pull it out. No, it's typically I have to push it out with a little push rod from the other side. But that little laser cartridge, what it does is when you fire it, if it's in semi, you pull the trigger, you'll hear the fire, the hammer to the firing pin. But what it does is that firing pin strikes the back of that laser cartridge, and wherever I'm targeted at, it puts a little red dot. So a lot of times when I dry fire training in the house or whatnot, I've got a little picture of a Highland cow over there. I'll put the little red dot, pow. Someone's here. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and end my video now. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about anything that I've shown or demonstrated, please feel free to ask me questions in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them. And that's it.